What up, people? This is... Oh, shit. I don't even know what I'm talking about. What I'm going to say.
I used to focus only on hurts. I had many gifts, but I was my own curse. But hold up, wait a minute, stop that. I need to focus on now, not that.
Get your mind right and your money tight.
What's going on, people? This is What We Thinking. And I'm one of your hosts, Influence. And to the right of me, I have Bryson.
Hello.
What's going on, Bryson?
What's going on?
What's been happening in your world?
Well, I've been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, and enjoying it, you know. And the Jacksons.
The Jacksons? The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Family?
No, Jackson, because what happened is with the Jackson 5, I watched
2800 Jackson Street. Oh,
yeah, no. I watched the documentary, and what happened was the Jacksons left Motown.
Yeah.
And when they left, Jermaine stayed. He was married to Berry Gordy's daughter.
Yeah.
So and they had control of the name Jackson 5. Motown did.
Yeah. That's why they called them Jacksons.
Yeah. So when they left, they added another member. I forget who it was. I don't know if it might have been Marlon.
I don't remember that. I mean, I know all of that, but I don't remember what the member, like them adding a member.
Yeah.
I guess I just never realized they added somebody else.
Yeah, another brother.
Yeah.
And became the Jacksons. And then like years later, Jermaine came back.
Yeah.
Like 8 years later or something.
Man.
But yeah, I've been listening to a lot, enjoying it. Like they was fire right out the gate. Like with the I Want You Back, the song I Want You Back.
Oh, way back. You going back.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, okay.
All of it.
Okay.
And Michael Jackson had 4 solo albums before Off the Wall. When he was young.
Oh yeah. The younger ones. Yeah. I haven't really listened to much of them.
I realized, I think, Quincy Jones was Michael Jackson's best producer, right?
Yeah.
I think number 2 were his brothers, was the band.
Oh, yeah,
from the Jacksons and the Jacksons.
Yeah,
but they had
definitely.
some fire.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's who they were. Like, they did everything. So, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
I need to revisit Michael. I think I told you before, I have like a file of all his, like, mad shit. I haven't listened to it in a long time. Still got it though. I got a Prince file, Michael Jackson file. Like, it's got like 200 songs. I don't even know if it's some songs that might not even be released. I don't know.
Okay.
But I got to listen to all of it.
I'm careful. Like when they say unreleased now, I don't even listen to it. When they say it on YouTube now, because it could be AI. Like, I don't even listen.
Yeah, people, it's crazy. Like AI is fucking the game up for a lot of stuff, because that's real. Like I hate that. I hate the fake trailers. You know, YouTube said they about to take the fake trailers off. Like you might get your account taken off. And I understand some of it is art. Like some of those trailer channels, they actually like produce their own trailers. Like they cut them, edit them, and actually like kind of program. Some people do the graphic design, and I think that is an art, and that's something different. But some people just mash up like other trailers and be like, "Oh, this is the new trailer for such and such, or such and such is coming." Yo, I hate that shit. I hate that shit.
If I don't see the production company or film company, on it that I recognize, like, or
as a channel, like the channel name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I can tell, and I know the channels that do the fake trailers now. Like I know not all of them, but I know all the big ones. So when I see a trailer, and I'll be like, and then I look, and I'm like, oh, that's that company. They do all the fake trailers, so I don't click on it. I don't watch that. Yeah, because sometimes stuff be getting me. I be hyped. I be like, oh shit. And music too, like you said, like music, it could be something new. If it's something new, it could be you know, the cutting floor stuff. They be like, oh, they left this on the cutting floor and be AI and shit.
You know, like I used to be interested when it first started, and I would be listening to them AI songs and stuff. But now, like when I see them, like I don't want to listen to them. Like so,
you came around because I've always been like that. Like, I don't want none of that shit. You know, it's not art to me. It's stealing other people's art. You know that people try to make it seem like it is, like it's. And it does take some creativity to program it, but not nearly as much as it takes to make the actual music that it's coming up with. Like that, you know, it's no comparison.
I saw an advertisement for AI beats.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Timberland was doing something,
and
his platform is AI like beats and stuff.
And then it was just sampling. What'd you say?
No.
Oh, it was a sampling thing where it kind of like it'll I don't know. It's like a sampling thing where I forget what they call it, where they can like generate different samples or different versions of a sample, and they could do it into the way where it's like it's not like nothing else.
Oh, okay.
You know, you'll never get. They say you'll never
know. Yeah, you'll never know the copyright. Yeah. That's. I mean, people have been trying to do that for years, regular, like with just using the tools that they have now. Besides AI,
wouldn't that take some of the fun out of creating it? You know.
Well, it's because and that's the thing. Like anybody creating with this AI, they're trying to make it as easy as possible. Most of the people. Like there may be a few people that feel like it's art or they're trying to make new art or whatever, but most of the people aren't. Most of the people, it's all about money. Like the easier it is to make and to push out, the more money you'll get, the more views you'll get, the more money you get. So you don't have to put a bunch of time in on it. Like they ain't caring about the music and they're not loving it. Like they don't love. Like I love making music. Like that's fun. Coming up with beats and whatever, like it's hard but that's the point. I think that's the point.
But I can see as like I can see like a young rapper who wants to rap, and this is a easy way to come up with beats. I wouldn't be mad at them, and I can see them using it. Like I used to grab instrumentals. You know?
No, that's what I mean when I say like there are some applications that I can understand, and that's one of them. Like I can understand if you're a lover and you're just not a producer, and you need something to rap on or to sing on or whatever. It's hard to come by, especially if you don't have no money. Like it's hard to get. Either you're gonna take beats off the internet, which is the same stealing, or my problem is with people that are trying to profit like humongously from it and just making it as easy as possible to put out garbage, basically. I mean, that's what it is. It might sound good, it might whatever, but you know it's stealing. Like it's basically taken from a whole bunch of different things and mashing it together, so you can't tell it's that stuff and making its own. Like that's not,
Is that what it's doing?
Basically.
Because I was
not coming up with his own stuff. That's one of the reasons Timberland got in trouble for having dudes' beats on his platform. Because now it's a part of the pool of the AI, and he's not getting paid from that. So now anybody could come up with something, and it may sound like his stuff. It may use parts of his stuff, and he's not getting paid for it. That's basically what AI. I mean, that's basically what AI is now. It's not AI like the movies. I try to tell people that all the time. It's mainly machine learning, like where they're programming, and it can basically scrape the whole internet for whatever. Like music, if it's music, it can scrape music. If it's video, it scrapes videos and mashes them together. That's how it comes up with these videos. That's how it can make anything.
But I would think if you can teach it how to play a piano, then you could also teach it. You can teach it how to.
You're not teaching it how to play the piano, though. That's what I mean. Like it's not going to learn how to play the piano. it's going to take, or it may learn how to play the piano from watching a video of somebody else playing the piano, but it's not actually learning how to play. Like, it's not actually, that's what I mean. It's not like the AI that people think about when they think about like sci-fi movies, where it's actually artificial intelligence, where it's its own intelligence. Now it's going to get there, and it's going that direction fast, you know. But one of the scary things is and I haven't looked. I looked up like 3 sources, so take this with a grain of salt. But one of the couple people that work for, they used to work for one of ChatGPT or DeepSeek, or maybe they consult with DeepSeek, but they used to work for ChatGPT. But they were talking about when they write to tell the AI to shut down, the AI searches for code that it can give the user to think that it's shutting down, so it don't have to shut down. Like, that's wild to me. And the guy says, he claims every AI system does this. Like, eventually you can shut it down and you can get it, but he's like, I'm scared when you can't shut it down. Like, what's gonna happen when you get so smart that it actually does rewrite itself, so you can't shut it down? And I'm like, yo, that's wild. Because eventually that's where it's going to lead to. Like, it's going to be self-preservation. That's true AI. Like, that would be true AI, like artificial intelligence. When, I guess when it passes there's a test that I forget what the test is, that you give the computer to know if it's, or to give AI to know if it's true AI. They basically scour the internet. That's why people are so upset, because it's taking artwork. Like, when it makes pictures, it's taking art, like whatever images on the internet. So it's people's artwork, it's people's stuff that's taking pieces of everything, mashing it together and making it look look good. Now it's making it look good. Like, and it does the same with videos. That's that's how I can make videos like with famous people, because it can scour the internet, find all the pictures of the people. And now it's even better at doing it. That's why it makes better pictures and better videos, because it's even better at doing it now.
I saw this reel where it's somebody in the government, and he was saying some stuff. He was speaking, and it doesn't look like AI. It's just questionable because of what he was saying. But to the point where I'm like, is this real? Like,
yeah, that's crazy. And you know what? There's always, to me, well, I haven't seen that video, so I can't say it. But to me, I always can tell. For some reason, the skin looks kind of weird to me at times. Like, when you're looking at, now you could glance through. Most people don't pay attention that much. Like, you scrolling through and you see something real quick, you wouldn't be able to tell. But like, as I'm watching it, the way it moves, the way it always gives it away to me. But then I look in the comments and I'm like, damn, yo, like, it'll be a few, like, this is AI. Y'all know this is AI, right? But
I gotta show you this one. This one looks just like the dude. I don't know how they did it. I was looking at the hands. The hands looked right. They do good. Even water now, they do. That used to be the tall tale sign. Well, the hands was for a long time, and they fixed the hands now. And I'm seeing, and some of this stuff I can tell. I can see. I don't see how they're doing this. They're using celebrities to promote stuff.
Yeah,
and it seems to be AI to me. Like, maybe they're making their mouths look like they're saying the stuff, and it sounds like they're saying the stuff.
Yeah,
but their kind of expressions kind of don't match what they're saying.
That video is wild. But the person it is, you don't know if it's AI or not because of who it is. Like, man,
I was thinking about it, but then, like, there's some people in the comments saying it is.
That is AI?
Yeah.
Well, some people are going to say that anyway. Like, when they see crazy stuff,
yeah,
that they don't want to believe, or they don't want it to be out there, they'll be like, oh, this is AI. That's the bad part. that's the part that's gonna. I don't think people realize that's gonna be the negative. Like you're not gonna be able to believe anything, and it's gonna be and I think what Neil deGrasse Tyson said, I think that's gonna happen, and it might be for the better. But in the meantime, once we get there, it might be for the better. But in the meantime, it's gonna be hell going through it. But he said eventually it's gonna get back to like how we were before the internet, because you're not gonna be able to believe anything that's on the internet at all. So you're not gonna be able to get any of your news on the internet. Nobody will want to get any of their news on the internet. So it's gonna be right back to normal, like either TV, newspapers, or magazines, or other forms of news and important stuff. He's like, you're not gonna, there's not gonna be anything on there, even the stuff that's real. People are not gonna believe it, so it's just gonna be useless. So he says there's gonna be a bunch of people in the chat rooms. Like again, just a bunch of chat rooms going on. So I believe that, because you see it now. Like it's hard now. You gotta be really scrutinizing of everything you see on the internet, and people aren't. People don't care. They run with the first thing. Shit, I did it the other day, and like I posted something about psychology, like about a new extroversion or not. What's it called? I erased it now, but they were saying psychologists recognize the new, not introvert or extrovert, is ultravert or something. Like it's something in the middle, which that's how I feel I am, because they were saying the criteria for it is enjoying being around people. You don't need to talk. You can just sit in the same room with somebody, but you feel like you need to be around people, but it's the people you want to be around. Like you don't like being around crowds, you don't like being around stuff, but you also don't like being alone by yourself. So I was like, damn, that's me. Like that's me in the middle. That's exactly. So I posted it, that confirmation bias. That's the other thing. And I told somebody that too. Like you need to question everything, and especially if something says something that you agree with, question it, because your confirmation bias will just take over, and you'll be like, oh, this is great. And that's what happened to me. And then I found out, I did more research, and I found out that, and one of my friends that sent me a message was like, there was only been one study on this, just to let you know. So then I did research, and yes, one person, one psychologist had said something about it. So one psychologist, like that's not, I don't think it's been peer reviewed. I don't think any of that. So it's not, it's not real until it's peer reviewed and studied. Like it's not real.
So you said it's not real, but it seems like a real.
I mean, it's probably a real thing, but
there's other kinds of people than strictly introverts and strictly extroverts.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it seems like a real thing, but at the same time, that's how science works. Like, just one person just can't say something is real, and then it's real. Like you gotta have a peer review. You gotta have a sample size. You gotta do sampling of people. Like there's a lot of stuff you gotta do in order to get it in official capacity, official books, have official information on it.
It seems I've heard a good amount of people describe themselves as like introverted extroverts, or
yeah,
like
I've heard that too. Yeah, I've never described myself as that, because I don't think I'm extroverted at all. Like the times that may feel extroverted, it's forced. You know what I mean? Like I'm forced into those situations. Like it's not me seeking out those situations.
That reminds me of Michael Jackson. Like, it's interesting that people saying he said he was shy, but when he hit that stage, he wasn't at all.
Nah, that's where he felt comfortable.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people though. There's a lot of people that are, a lot of musicians, a lot of entertainers that have stage fright, that are shy, that whatever you want to call it, they're not comfortable going up there, and that's why a lot of musicians are on drugs. Like people think it's because of the partying and stuff. Most of the time, it's because of their anxiousness and stage fright. Like they're medicating themselves, basically, and that's what it.
But with him, the way I heard him describe it, the stage was home for him. It was actually
he liked it.
Around people, around strangers. He was shy or didn't feel comfortable.
No, he did. I don't think he had any stage fright like that. That was, and it's people like that are comfortable, but that was like the only place he was comfortable. You know, he wasn't comfortable. I mean, he was comfortable around his people, like people that he wanted to be around. But you know, he probably like growing up with abuse and all that stuff too. That takes a toll on you, on your confidence outside of. He probably was so confident on the stage that that's where he felt, you know, his highest at, and he probably didn't feel confident in other areas. Like other places.
Well, like from what I saw in this biography I saw about the Jacksons, like certain things, he was famous since he was a kid. So things would happen like these crowds of strangers or people would be chasing him.
And he was famous.
And they would have to run, and like when they would get away, they said sometimes he would collapse on the floor crying. You know, like
yeah. Cause that's scary. People that don't have fame and want it. You know, there's some people that relish in the fame, but a lot of people. That's why people that get really famous quickly, a lot of them can't handle that shit. Cause that's a hard thing.
You ever seen that one video of Justin Bieber, and he was by himself for some reason? All of these young girls was chasing him, and they got him, and they was grabbing him and. Like hugging up on him,
and people think like, oh, that would be great, you know, but
he was terrified.
Yeah, like that's terrible to think about. Yeah. Like it's still strangers. Like they're strangers. Like imagine that. And you know there's people out there that's crazy. Like there's people out there that like you so much that they'll fucking kill you. Like shit like that. And that shit ain't fun. Like that ain't fun. And the other thing with that is that I don't think these younger people understand. If, say, Michael Jackson went into a busy mall or something, I just use mall because I just saw influencer do that, and I was going to talk about it. But if Michael Jackson went into a mall by himself, knowing how famous he is, and hundreds of people went in that mall and some people died, they would blame him for it. And I don't think these younger streamer cats and shit understand that, because I just saw where I don't know, one of them young black dudes, I don't know, I think it was iSpeed or something.
I Show Speed.
Oh, is that him? Yeah, like he got kicked out of the mall, and the mall's like, you can't come back here ever.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? He said, what type of shit is that? But I don't think he's understanding why.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and people in his comments that support him are like, oh, this mall is wilding or whatever. But last time he came there, it was like hundreds of kids not buying shit, like just running through the mall. You know, like, don't no business want that shit, you know? And people are like, you just messed up all your business. Like, you mad because he's bringing all this business. I'm like, these people ain't buying nothing. Right. They're just going to see him.
Yeah.
Like, and I understand. I'm just against the establishment just as much as everybody else. Like, you know, but some stuff is what it is. Like, don't no business want 100,000 kids in their business not buying shit, maybe breaking shit. I'm not saying they were you know, rambunctious. Well, they was probably rambunctious, but causing any ruckus or anything, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. They could just be fine. But still, if you have 100 people, 1,000 people, whatever, in this small space, anything could happen. Like, they don't want to be liable for that shit.
Right.
So they were like, listen, you can't come back here. Like, every time you come here, it don't matter if you announce it or not, somebody finds out, and then it's 100 people here. Like, 100,000 people in this mall trying to see you that don't want to buy anything. They just coming to see you.
Right.
So,
and they may be disturbing the people that
the people that are shopping. Yeah, that too. And I said, I understand. You know, I've been young. Like I've been young once, but it's some things that I don't think they get it. Like, you know, why it's like a disconnect. It's who else did that? I think somebody else. It just happened recently at the American Dream Mall. One of the younger, because I know her dad gets a lot of flack because they're saying he's exploiting her, because she been on the line since she was like 5. I don't know her name. I don't know the person. I heard of the name and I don't know her still. And I saw her. She's like 14 now. Okay. But she got such a big following. Like, American Dream Mall is a big ass mall. That bitch was packed. I ain't never seen that mall like filled, because that mall is big as shit. Like, it's hard to fill that mall. That mall was packed, and people were like posting, because I know people were outside. There was people like cutting in line and pushing people out the way to go in, and it was insane. And she's like 15 years old, and her dad is like runs her YouTube channel or whatever. Even though she's made a couple of videos, was like, he always asked me, which I understand. I don't think every young person whose parents are involved is getting taken advantage of or getting exploited. Yeah. I think there's some young people that do like it and do want to be involved in the videos. But because I made it a point always, even back in the day, to ask my kids, like, if I took video of them or whatever, you want me to put this online or not? Or, you know, you care if I put this on YouTube or whatever? Like, I always made it a point. And sometimes it was no, sometimes it was I didn't care. So it was whatever it was. But yeah, like I'm sure she's not thinking about it. She was just like, oh, I'm glad everybody came out, had a good time or whatever. And I'm like, if anything happened, you would be liable for that. There's laws about causing riots. So if they could easily say you're the cause of a riot.
But I wonder if at least in her case, that they came to some agreement with the mall.
Yeah, I think I don't know if they did or if it was just spontaneous. I'm not sure. I heard both. I heard that it was an official event, which in that case they would have had come up with a deal. But I heard it was like just a pop up or something that they didn't run by the mall. So I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know her enough.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, there's something I did want to discuss. Like Joe Jackson, I watched this. It was a Detail. You know, the channel, the Detail channel.
I don't know that
on
channel.
YouTube. Well, they do like biographies and stuff like that, I think. And so it was Joe Jackson in his own words, and he was talking, and it was like, it was interesting. So the big thing is like, oh, people say he abused his kids, and people say, I heard a comedian say Joe Jackson whipped them kids like black parents whip kids or something like that, right? And that very well may be true, but that doesn't say that the whipping or whatever kind of whipping was not abuse, you know?
Yeah.
So Joe Jackson describes...
I think we have a weird... we have a weird relationship with abuse. Like we feel like it's needed. A lot of black people, a lot of black parents, or black people, period. Like they feel like that's what you're supposed to do, and that's how you keep your kids in line, and that's why your kids ain't. You know, you hear it all the time. Like, yeah, they got whoopings. That's why they ain't out. In like, me personally, I don't believe that.
Well,
and there's a difference too. I think there's a difference. Like, personally, I don't agree with any of it, but I also, you know, seen some people hit their kids in a way, like smack their bottom or whatever to try to scare them. I don't see all of it as like abuse. Like, I've seen right away, like somebody do something dangerous and they hit their bottom so they understand not to put their finger in the plug or something. Even though I still don't agree with that, I still wouldn't do that. I would try to explain to them, but I don't necessarily see that as abuse. What I hear what he did, that's abuse to me.
What did you hear he did?
I mean, just a lot of stuff, like stripping them and beating them with the belt.
And who said that?
The whole family. I mean, of course he wouldn't, but
okay. Yeah.
I mean, the whole family. Yeah. Like, the stories I've heard, you know, like the whole family corroborated. That's it.
Okay.
With everybody, like
the documentary, he was saying there's a difference between beating and whooping, and he said he didn't beat his kids. He said, you know, everybody whoops their kids. Basically, he was saying he was disciplining his kids.
That's abuser's excuse too, though. Like for him to say everybody whoops their kids, like that's how people kind of justify shit like that.
But here's the thing: like the focus. He's known, well known, right? He's Michael Jackson's father, so it's big. But in a way, not everybody, but a lot of people probably either did what he did or worse. You know, a lot of people probably did what he did or worse. Like a lot of parents. A couple interesting things. There's that side of it, but there's also another side where Gary, Indiana, at the time, you know, they were poor, and in the area they lived, a lot of kids were getting in trouble and stuff like that. Like he kept them out of trouble. I thought that was like that sounds you know, commendable. Like Tito was saying he would do things like, if there's a pile of bricks here one week, okay, move these pile of bricks over here. Move this pile of bricks over here. The next week, move them back over here. Or he would have them like you know, rehearsing with the band and stuff. He kept them in the house.
I don't look at that stuff like abuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I also know how people try to justify abuse. Not just abuse for the kids, like all people that do something like that the abuser is telling you it's abuse. Like, you abuse me, I feel abused, and they still try to justify it. Like, well, if I didn't do this, you would be doing this. Yeah. Or if I didn't do that. I even hear people say, well, if Joe didn't treat them like that, Michael Jackson wouldn't have been Michael Jackson. Which, who knows? You don't know, for one. And for two, even if that's true, what does that matter? Like, that doesn't matter. Like, you're basically saying the ends justifies the means, and that's not true. Like, the ends don't justify the means. But like that stuff, I don't have a problem with that stuff. And like getting them to carry bricks or whatever. Yeah. Like, you know, I don't look at that like abuse. That's like instilling hard work and getting them to do whatever and keeping them inside the house, wanting them to practice. I can understand all of that. I know sometimes, like how his mom talked about it, she felt even some of that stuff was too much because of how he would push them and constantly have them practicing. But maybe he rationalized it like that. Like, I'm keeping them out the street.
Like there was a good part about it. Like, they stayed alive, they stayed out of trouble, they never went to jail. Like, you know, they were successful. But then, like, later on, you have Michael Jackson saying he didn't have a childhood, and Joe Jackson disagrees. He said he did have a childhood. He was around his brothers, but I believe Michael Jackson when he said that. I can understand it. Like, he didn't have a normal childhood. Yeah, you know, he was working.
Yeah, he definitely didn't.
It sounds like
he definitely didn't have a normal childhood. Yeah. Like, he been damn singing since he was a kid.
Yeah,
he was a kid, little kid.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, because I watched it and, like, I like that part. The part of, like, oh, I never thought about it like that. He kept them out of trouble, you know, and...
No, I think that's, like I said, I think people try to rationalize and justify their means. I think that is a good thing. Yeah. Like, that's part of it. Yeah. You know, but that's not the whole picture, I'm sure.
Like, if what you described took place with the beatings, that is abuse.
Yeah, that's abuse.
You know? And then I think, like, okay, Michael Jackson, there's a chance that he could have came out even better. He could have been even better if that didn't take place.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I always say. Like, you can't say, because you don't know. Like, you can't say he wouldn't have been that. Maybe his confidence would have been a whole lot more. Maybe he would have been far better than that. Like, who knows? Who knows? Like maybe
he would have. Well, yeah, because I remember I was watching something and Michael Jackson was saying, like when Joe Jackson, when he was younger and when he was older,
yeah,
he
they
would
was
come
coming
around
forever.
He said he would regurgitate.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
and that's not normal. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a normal reaction to have to your parent.
Yeah, that sounds like whatever went on. That sounds like some crazy stuff was going on.
Yeah, and I mean it's three stories to every story. Like 3 sides to every story, I should say. Still.
Yeah, I don't. It's like I'm glad I watched that documentary because I was just always thinking of Joe Jackson as the bad guy, and it kind of just him speaking, like you kind of get another side. You see, like the only other wild thing that I remember is I saw some things I liked, but one wild thing is when Michael Jackson passed away. Like Joe Jackson was on TV and stuff. Like they were asking him about his son, and he was promoting his label.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, he ain't shit. I already thought he wasn't, but he ain't shit. Like maybe he did care in his own way, or maybe he thought that's what he had to do. But it just seems, I don't know. It just seems like he put, because I'm like, he just pushed them kids, like pushed them and pushed them and pushed them. For what? I mean, you see the success they had, but that's, they were kids. Did he push them for him? That's the thing that parents do, though. Like a lot of parents do that. Might not even be as extreme as that.
I mean, as I saw it, it looked like they ended up becoming the breadwinners, like for the whole family.
Yeah, and that's what it seems like. That's what was the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all about to get this money, motherfuckers. Like regardless of how you feel, like y'all, like they were somewhat exploited, because he was like, listen, y'all gonna get this money, y'all gonna get out there, y'all gonna get in here. Like it didn't just seem to me, it don't just seem to me, and like I said, I don't know for sure, but it just don't seem to me like, oh yeah, we just doing this to keep them off the street.
Right.
It seems like a rationalization of like the like I said, the ends justify the means.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
I think like I'm not a parent, but it's like there's some things that if I had kids I wouldn't want to do. But then also when I look at like the Michael Jackson becoming the biggest music star like ever, selling the most albums ever with Thriller, right, for an album. I think Quincy Jones, they did it together.
Yeah,
they did it together, and but. He was trained.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
He was basically trained, like from coming out the womb, like he trained him.
But that's like for me in a way that's kind of admirable to me, like to like.
Yeah, that's not to me.
Like because and he loved what he did. He loved what he did. He loved music. He loved performing.
Yeah, he ain't like all of it though. Like he
no.
He ain't like all of it. Like he like
I did
producing the music.
I did like see something where like some of the boys when they were younger, they ain't really like
they ain't want to
practicing and stuff.
Yeah, they ain't want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, and kids aren't gonna want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a real thing. I'm not saying just leave your kids to their own devices.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like whatever. Like that's some people look at it like that. It's either one extreme or the other, and I'm like, there's a middle. Yeah, there's a middle ground to that stuff. And I just think people try to excuse some of the stuff because they, it's you don't have to go extremes.
Here's another question in general. In the 70s, the 80s, like, or even the 90s, like, who's an example of someone who got it right? Because it seems like some of the older men were just hard that way. They were hard that way. Like, you know, if they were being fathers, like,
I mean, I would have to talk to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I do know that there's a couple. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I mean, whether it be you can think of from people that you know, or famous people, or people that you know. Just we were talking about our fathers.
Yeah.
And so, like, we know some things, like, about some fathers, you know? So, like, I wonder who back then got it right. You know what I mean? Like, and then was it a bigger thing of, like, what was going on in the world, what was going on in the country, the war that affected how they were fathers?
I mean, I think all that, your whole experience play a part in everything you do. So to say that doesn't affect anything would be, that would be a disservice. I know that just from studying stuff that it doesn't work. The only thing that works is disciplining your child at that exact moment that they do wrong. Like later on, and most of the time in our community, like we got disciplined later. Wait till your dad gets home. Wait till I tell your dad. And then like week later or whatever, whenever. Like you're talking about this stuff, and as a kid that it doesn't really work. It don't work like that. And I'm not even saying, I'm not saying you should abuse, but if any of it works, it's if right when you do it and you spank your kid right then, like don't do that. That's what works. But like I said, in a lot of our communities, I've heard and I've experienced, like, later on, like later stuff, like stuff I done forgot about sometimes. Like, you're a kid. Your attention span is about what people's attention span are nowadays. Like back, when you was a kid, because and something happened, and then you just go on to the next. And the next day you get disciplined for the shit that happened the day before or something. Like,
I mean, it didn't happen. I mean, for us, what I remember something happening, and when I got home that night, I was hoping that happened.
But even that, like when you got home that night, like you thought about it the whole time.
Yeah.
And then you got home, and that, and like I said, a lot of that don't work anyway. It don't work. But most of the time, what it's doing is instilling, I can't let this person find out about anything, or I'm not talking to this person about anything, because every time it's something, something goes awry and I'm getting hit or I'm whatever.
Well, what I want to say, like, as far as my dad, like, he did good. He did great with me. My dad never abused me. When I was younger, I didn't like how he would talk to me sometimes, or he seemed mean to me.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, he is why I'm as good as I am. Like when I was younger, I was considered bad. I would be getting in trouble, fights, stealing, and stuff like that. And then my dad, who's my sister's biological dad, he started taking me when I was like 5 or 6 to his place, which was like an hour away, and out in the country, and being around him, he used to give me these lists when he would go to work. He would give me these lists. All right, do these things while I'm working.
And yeah, that's discipline.
Yeah,
like he instilled discipline, and that's different. You know what I mean? That's not. I don't look at that as abuse. Just like
no, that was good.
Yeah, just like what Joe Jackson was saying. I mean, everybody ain't all bad, and everything ain't all bad. Like I'm sure that don't excuse the other stuff he's done, but yeah, that stuff isn't abuse. I don't look at that as abuse. Like maybe somebody would look at it from the outside in, like if they heard the story, like, yeah, he just made me pick up bricks for all day.
Yeah,
but I can
understand.
Yeah. Like I can understand, why he was doing it and what the reason was, if that was the reason. Like if that was the true reason.
Yeah, I heard a similar story Will Smith told about, like his dad, like making him and his brother, I think, build a wall one summer.
Yeah, I heard that.
Out of bricks.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. I heard that story.
Yeah,
I think it was Will Smith.
Yeah, And I mean, that's a good thing, you know. Like, I think, like for to go to what you're saying, what I think worked for me was being around him, seeing how hard a worker he was, being away, being out in the country.
Yeah, being away from the environment.
Yeah, being away. And then, like, I think also he put me. I was a big Van Damme fan, so I wanted to do karate. So he put me in Taekwondo school, and I think that helped me.
Yeah.
That helped me with.
I'm
discipline.
sure that did. Yeah, that did too.
So yeah, to your point, like, it wasn't beaten. It wasn't beaten. You know.
Yeah, I mean that stuff. Like I said, it stuff works momentarily, but a lot of people have the Stockholm syndrome, and they feel like, oh, I needed that. I was so bad. That's what I needed. That's what, and that's why I'm the way I am today. Like, because of that. But if you go through your whole history, it's probably not because of that. Like, it's probably something else in there. Maybe they did what it is too. Like, maybe they did help out. Maybe they did show you discipline in the right way also. But that doesn't excuse the other way either. You know what I mean? Like, and that other way isn't what helped. In the moment, it might have helped because it made you so scared that you ain't want to do anything else. You know what I mean? But that wears off. Like, that shit wears off. Like, the lessons is what helps. Like, if you do something wrong, talk to, like, I hate when people say, you know, be seen and not heard. I hate that saying. And it comes from older people. Like, that's how they treat the kids. Like, be seen and not heard. Like, don't talk. Don't go out there and go play or do whatever. Like, that's not what helps. That don't help. Like, you gotta talk and explain. I've always spoke to my kids as adults, not adult subject matter, but and I didn't speak to them with adult vocabulary all the time because I want them to understand it. But I spoke to them like I treated them like they had minds, because they do. Like a lot of parents treat their kids as if they. And I'm saying all this. I'm not saying I did everything perfect. I know I did not. Like, I know there's stuff that I fell short on,
but you never physically.
No, I never hit my kids,
and they turned out
never physically
great, right? Your kids, they turned out.
I think they did.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, that they have their troubles, but I think it's human troubles. Like, I think it's just normal stuff. It's not anything crazy. Not nearly as much as me. You know what I mean? Like that's all I wanted. All I want was my kids to not be me. Like, I know the type of trouble I was getting in. I know the type of stuff that I gravitated towards once I got a little older, and all of that. Like, so I've always, and I just remember I never really had that. Like, my parents never really spoke to me about stuff or explained to me about certain things. Like, every now and then, a couple subject matters they did, but like, if I had questions, it was like, well, you know, like, and that's that old shit. That's the old people shit. Like, the older folks. I don't want to categorize every old person. That's generalization, but you know, older people. That's how they were raised. That's how they raised their kids, and I just didn't want to do that. I always knew, you know, I always was curious, and that curiosity got kind of crushed sometimes, where I didn't want to talk to people, and I think it affected my adult life. Like, I think I'm like that now, like, where I'm not as confident talking to somebody or asking questions about something. That's why I like reading. That's why I like researching and stuff, because I've always done it myself, because I didn't want to ask anybody, because I was scared as a little kid. And now I think it's still psychologically affected me. A lot of parents I know, older parents, don't discriminate on stuff that happens. Like me, as a 7-year-old trying to make something in the microwave or something and messing it up is not the same as me as a 14-year-old being in the street. Like you can't treat those things the same way, but a lot of older people do treat them things the same way across the board. Like you fucking up. Like, as a 7-year-old, like you going to like that's kid shit. Like I think you gotta what's the word I'm looking for? I guess separate. I don't know if that's the word I want, but you gotta kind of separate the degrees of stuff. Like everything ain't the same degree.
Right.
You know, some shit is just what kids do. Like kids is going. I know people who get fucked up. I did growing up for spilling shit. Like, nah, you got. Like that's a kid. Like they're gonna spill some shit. You might be fucked up. You might be mad at it, and they might spill it on your carpet or whatever. But it's a little kid. Maybe you should have watched them more.
Shit.
Yeah,
adults spill shit.
Yeah, adults spill shit. Like, and maybe maybe watch them better. Like maybe that might be your fault. Like, like you got a 7-year-old walking with some red juice, and they spill it on the carpet. That might be your fault. But you get mad at them, and now you yelling at them or whatever. Like. Because yelling too, or depending on how you do it, like you can raise your voice. I think it's a time and place for everything. You got to let them know that you're serious about what you're saying. But it's a difference. So guess what?
What?
I've been on social media detox.
Oh yeah, no.
And it's been great.
Oh nice.
Yeah, it's been great. And it hasn't been as much as a struggle. I think I've been weaning. I think that's why. I've been weaning myself slowly off it. And then last couple of days I've been off. I opened it up a couple times. Well, I opened it up just recently to look for something just now, but I opened it up a couple other times. Just that's how I know I'm addicted, because I was just like, it wasn't even registering. I was like, shit, I'm supposed to be off. So I hurried up and clicked off. But yeah, I ain't been on nothing. I ain't been on anything. No Facebook, no Instagram, no Threads.
How long you doing it?
I don't know. It's weird because the first day you feel like you missing a lot of shit. Like you feel like you missing shit. And it's serious. Like you feel like you are disconnected from the whole world. Like you don't. But that's your mind playing tricks on you. You know what I mean? That's that algorithm. Got you under control. Got you hooked. Got that dopamine in your brain, waiting for that dopamine hit. 'Cause I feel like my brain is feeling different. It could be placebo right now. I mean, I do think that it changes. I do think social media changes our brains. And it can heal something not being on there for long periods of time, but I don't think it's long enough yet to change my brain. The only thing that's, I talk to people, and like you and a couple of my other friends, it seems like we only talk on there. Like, so I'm like, that's why I texted you, was like, text me if you want to talk about stuff, or you want to send me stuff or whatever. Like, I don't care about you sending stuff either. I'll click on it and go in there, watch it real quick.
Oh, okay.
But I just not gonna be on there.
I don't know if I could do it. Like, I mean,
it's hard. It's not
because
easy.
Like,
we addicted to it. Like, you're addicted to it. Everybody's addicted to it.
But
it's a true addiction. It's a true addiction.
I don't necessarily need Instagram. It's just that, like you said, like you and another friend, like send me stuff on there. So that's the only reason I kind of go on. I do follow some pages on there, and then like sometimes I get stuck in the reels, like for like a while.
You can't do it.
One thing I like a lot is cat videos. Like them, I don't feel bad about, like, but sometimes I get stuck. Like,
but still, you there for hours watching cat videos. Yeah. But other than that, I'm not on Facebook. I'm barely on TikTok. I only go there when like you or my other friend might send me something.
or like this one person that messages me on there. But yeah, I don't do so. I really don't engage a lot on social media, like, you know, other than messages or videos that my friends send me, you know, and then I might go and look in the comments and comment and stuff like that. And I'll use YouTube a lot, but like I said, I don't be in the comments a lot, you know. And then unless it's something interesting and I want to see what people write, you know. But like far as like news and stuff, it's like, and you're not totally escaping that, but I'm like, okay, even if I took a social media break, but I guess Patreon is kind of that too. Like if I look at the Joe Budden podcast on there, they're gonna still give me some news. I'm gonna still get it through there, you know. Like even stuff I'm trying to avoid, or certain celebrities I'm trying to avoid sometimes because I don't want to see their content or whatever. Like people still talk about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's your algorithm too. Like mine is all fucked up. And when I say fucked up, I mean it is what, you know, stuff that I look at. So it is what it is. Like it's my algorithm, but I don't need to be looking at that stuff all the time. And like those formats, all of them are just made to keep you on the platform as long as possible. And the best way to do that is through negative shit.
You know what though? Like I think I've tailored my stuff to where like it's like not unhealthy for me.
You said that before.
Yeah, no, but I really believe it's true. I think what would make me want to take a break is the actual news. Like,
well, that's why you and it knows that. It knows that. That's probably why it's not showing you that.
No, but I'm through stuff. I sent you that last clip. Like, yeah, stuff like that. Like stuff that I watch, whether it be the Breakfast Club, Hot 97, you know, like.
No, I know that's what the algorithm's for. Like it's gonna do whatever to keep you there, like to keep you, and it's learning from you, like whatever you do, it feeds you. That's what I'm saying. Like I've made the algorithm, but it's just I fucked it up because of everything that I'm into or was into. Like all the information I used to be into, now it's just, you know, the shit is showing me. I'm like, fuck this.
Right. But there's some things that are like can affect you, right? But I think it's important to, you know, I thought like beginning of this year I was thinking it's important to stay informed, you know, like it's important to
and
know
it is
things,
it is.
Yeah.
But there's a limit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a limit. And like I said, there's some things you need to not engage in because it's unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some stuff that, like, there's a point. There's a point to it. Like, you don't need to be informed of every single thing. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you have zero control over. So if you're informed, like, even like zero control, like there's things that you have absolutely zero control over, no matter what. Like whether whether it's political, whether it's a disaster, natural disaster, whatever it be, you have absolutely zero control over it. So those things, like it's not healthy to think about all the time. We were never designed. This is the first, the last few years. Well, I say few. Y'all know few can mean 30, but with me. But this is the only time in history where we get to see every fucking thing that's happening in the world ever.
Now,
whatever that is,
I intentionally don't watch some stuff.
Yeah,
like there's
I do too.
There's something that's been big in the news recently, and there's a video that I intentionally said I'm not watching that.
Yeah, I said that. I was like, don't watch that video.
Yeah.
Like, don't watch none of that shit. Like, nobody.
Because I've traumatized myself before, like, going and watching some certain videos.
Yeah, I have too. I've never, for And I always tell people, I'm like, don't send me that shit. I'm like, don't send me that shit. I don't want to see that. I don't even really like watching people fight or anything anymore.
Me neither. Yeah.
Like, I don't even watch that shit.
Only thing I like is sometimes if I see it in a sporting like.
Well, yeah, if I see it in a
like
sporting way,
wrestling
yeah, I'm cool with that. And sometimes when it's not,
I don't watch the UFC stuff.
sometimes I do, but sometimes when I can watch a street fight, if it's like a justified type of fight and it's not brutal. Like I've seen stuff where somebody's fucking with somebody and they fuck them up, and then they just get up and like, why you fucking with me? You know, that shit I'm cool with. I kind of like that. I'm like, that's what the fuck you get, like, you know. But other stuff, I can't watch like brutal shit.
Some stuff that I wouldn't normally. I do find myself sometimes some stuff I wouldn't normally watch. Like I'm there watching it. I don't know if I want to say it on here, but I just watched the video the other day and I was just like, this happened? Like this, it caught something that you don't really see. You hear about it. It's in the news. It happens a lot. But if this video showed it, like showed part of it, the person, when something started happening and the people started running, whoever was filming it. So you saw one part of it and then it was just like interesting, like, okay, I wanted to see what was going on in the video, you know. So sometimes I do find myself like watching some stuff, and then like the algorithm stuff pops up, and I can tell what kind of video it is. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, not interested.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah.
I've been doing that more on YouTube.
Okay.
I've been saying not interested. Not interested. Like I go down sometimes on my YouTube because I'm trying to tailor it too. Go down. Sometimes I just open up YouTube just to try to tailor my algorithm. Like I just open it up and then I go down the line of stuff they're showing me. I'm like, not interested. Not interested.
I used to do that.
Not interested. Not interested. So,
but I think it seems like the best way now is what I'm actually looking at.
Well, yeah, you don't interact with it. Like on YouTube, I don't think they do it the same way. That's why I turned off autoplay. Because autoplay will do that. Because once it starts playing, it's in your algorithm.
Okay.
So I turned off autoplay. I don't think they look at eyes. Instagram can tell how long you're on a picture. Instagram takes that data. Even if you only got like it, you ain't got watch it. If it's on your screen for longer than a few seconds, they mark that. Like if you're not scrolling through, I don't think YouTube does that. I think YouTube you have to actually click on it in order for them to, put it in your algorithm. Or if you have autoplay on and it plays for a certain 3 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, that's why I turned autoplay off, because the one thing I saw with autoplay is I go in my history, I click videos that I can't watch right now. I just click them so they're be in my history, and then I just go out of them. And I noticed with autoplay on, I went in my history one day, it was all these videos that I did not watch. And I'm like, why the fuck are all these videos in my history? And then I realized, I looked it up, and I never knew that. And it was like, you have autoplay on, so you must have played them.
I didn't used to like when that. Well, I didn't like what happens is something will come up now, and it'll be like, this is about to. It won't play it. It'll just put it on the screen like if I want to watch it. A lot of times I'll click on it. You know what I mean? Because I guess it knows now.
Yeah, your algorithm. Yeah, feeding you stuff to keep you on there, so you can keep clicking.
I mean, it works for me, like, because I use it while I'm working, so it works. You know what I mean? But I don't really, when I'm at my mom's house, when I'm off, I don't really be on on there like that. If there's nothing on TV I really want to watch, then I'll go on YouTube. To see what's there. But
yeah, YouTube's my main thing I watch.
When I'm off, like the channels that I frequent a lot, they're off. So on the weekends, like, there's really nothing new.
there.
Like,
yeah.
I like that weekly post, like when people put up something weekly, and then you notice if you like this stuff, you notice when it's been like a couple of weeks. So, like,
See, I watch channels that they post like twice, 3 times a week sometimes.
Okay.
So
I mean, I watch channels that do various things. Like some channels post every day.
Yeah, I know channels that post every day.
Well, actually, what it is
that's hard.
a lot of these channels post every day, but say there's a channel and there's a podcast on that channel that I like, and I don't look at everything on that channel.
Oh, yeah, they have different things on the channel. Yeah. No, that's real. Because I know when I posted some tech on my channel, sometimes I get comments like, oh, I thought this was such and such. When I got the notification, I know they ain't watched that video. I'm like, oh, no, you ain't watching this shit. Because they like, oh, I thought it was that new such and such figure. I said, I was waiting for it. I rewatched Superman.
I wanted to.
I think that's my favorite Superman. Now, I rewatched it. I watched it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually could watch it again. Like I could watch it more.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, I think that's my favorite Superman now. After the second watch. Well, actually, that's the third watch because I watched it with you, but I watched it before that. So I watched it 3 times. Oh, I did say 3 times.
That's what I was saying. Like after I watched it, I was like, I think this may be better than.
And you know what? Even the stuff that I don't know if it grew on me or what, but even the stuff I had issues with, I didn't really have issues with them anymore.
Okay.
Like even with like his parents, I don't know. I was like, oh, they're kind of like, just a farm in the middle of nowhere. Like they just that's how they would be probably. You know what I mean? Like just not city people, just living a little meek life, like whatever, the way they talk and everything. Like that's and it's probably more accurate. I mean, it is more accurate to the comics, definitely, but it's probably more accurate for somebody living in the middle of Kansas, I would assume. Just living their life, farming, doing whatever. They might not even have that much education, whoever. Who knows? But I just look at that like when I was looking at it, I was like, okay. And even some of the comedic stuff that I didn't like, I kind of liked it the second time I watched it, the third time I watched it.
Yeah, it seems way lighter than Man of Steel.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah. It definitely is. And that's the problem with Batman. Because most not all, most of the DC characters are more lighter, I would say, than what Zack Snyder did with his versions. I'll say that. Not saying that they don't have dark characters, because they do, but it wasn't as dark as Zack Snyder made it. Like,
but I still enjoyed, I would say, a lot of what he did.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah.
I mean, they still, they're still some of my favorite DC movies. I just think I like, and that could be from it being newer too. Like I say that,
yeah.
Man of Steel was my favorite Superman.
Yeah,
I watched it so many times now, and it kind of like grew on me more and more. And maybe it's just because I watched it a lot, or maybe because I watched it is new. Like I just seen it, but I just like a lot of the portrayal. I like the way, I like the pacing. It was basically nonstop. Like it was action from the door to even some of the character stuff they tried. It was still, still had some action in it. And
have you gone back and watched Man of Steel just to like? See
I haven't.
Okay, because I went and I watched some of it, and then I didn't have time to watch all of it, but I watched some of it, and then I had forgotten like all the stuff that happens in the beginning.
Yeah, all the on Krypton. All that. I love that part.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
and that's one of the things that made me love the movie too. Because I don't think we ever got that.
No,
like, I think we got flashbacks for some of the stuff, and you saw it when he launched the spaceship and all that, but you ain't get that whole big backstory ever. So I just thought it was cool world building and how when he was riding that thing, like that animal that he had, it was kind of like, you know, it was kind of like his horse, like, you know, and all that stuff. That stuff was cool. Like I could watch a movie about Krypton, like in Zack Snyder's world, like those, and just having like Jor-El was a beast. You know, like he's badass. Like having Russell Crowe play Jor-El.
Yeah,
and that was Bradley Cooper in Superman too. I don't know if you. I remember we had said that it looked like Bradley Cooper, but then I was like, I wasn't sure if it was the other dude. Because there's another dude that kind of looked like Bradley Cooper sometimes.
In what?
In Superman,
the new one.
Yeah. When Jor-El, he plays.
Okay.
But remember, we was talking. We was like, I think that's Bradley Cooper, and we both thought it was Bradley Cooper. But then I was like, it might be the other dude. I think the other dude. What's the other dude name? I can't remember his name, but he looked. They call him.
From The Office?
No. Damn, I don't know his name. But they be like, he's the Walmart version of Bradley Cooper. So I wasn't sure if it was that guy or not, because I haven't seen Bradley Cooper in so long. He's been a raccoon forever.
Well, speaking of comic book movies, I saw The Suicide Squad.
Oh, did you? The one that James Gunn did.
Well, so I think that's The Suicide Squad. The one that came out before that was Suicide Squad. So that's the difference.
Oh no.
But you know,
I just like James Gunn's Suicide Squad, or
James Gunn's
Zack Snyder.
Suicide Squad.
Not Zack Snyder. Who did that? I don't know who did the other one. I forget.
I don't know, but I like James Gunn's Suicide Squad is a lot better.
Yeah, I think it is.
You know, like, yeah.
I mean, it's a better story. It's closer to comics. I love that they put these obscure characters. And who would think? I mean, I don't know. Like, I would not think that they would have all these. But it's James Gunn. James Gunn don't. That's what I like about him. That's why when he took over, I was like, listen, just like in Superman, who would put that big dragon in there? You know, the little dragon that turned into the big dragon. Like, there have been comics with that thing in there, and that's so obscure though.
Oh,
who would like other directors might be like, nah, that's gonna look kind of corny. Like, that's weird. Like, you're in a fucking fantasy world. You already got Superman in this fucking world. Like, what? And that's how he is. He's like, this is a comic book. Like, embrace that shit. Embrace it all. So just like Suicide Squad, like even having Starry or whatever his name is, I forget his name. You saw the movie. I thought I was spoiling something for you, but the starfish. Yeah, like who the fuck?
I wouldn't mind seeing
that shit was dope.
That again. That movie.
Yeah. I've been meaning to watch it over. I only watched it once. Cause now that I like Peacemaker and I'm into Peacemaker, like I wanted to watch it.
That's why I watched it, and I figured it's hard to say. I don't want to say Peacemaker was a bad guy. He was doing what he was ordered to do.
Yeah, and he thought that's what he. It's funny because he kind of touches on it in. Oh, you ain't see it.
No, but I mean,
he talks about it like how he thought. You know, he was fucking screwed up.
Yeah.
He thought he was doing what he should have been doing, like to be a good guy.
And what's interesting is
that ain't it.
How you say her name? Hardcore. That's her name?
Yeah.
She was intimate with Rick Flag.
Yeah.
The son. Now, are they both named Rick Flag, the father?
Yeah, the father and son. Rick Flag Jr.
Rick Flag Jr. She was intimate with him. Come to find out, he had a thing for Harley Quinn in the movie. So
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't nothing faithful going on, right?
Well, I don't think it wasn't faithful because you know what? Damn, you ain't watched the new one because they talk about that too. But and they give you some insight on.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, they give you some insight on Rick Flag's.
Like
they give you some insight on Rick Flag Jr. Like how he was thinking, and you know, his dad basically was. Like, don't nobody, like, he don't get close to people. But she's different. Like, he said you was different. You know? Not to give it all away.
But it was interesting to me that so far from what I've seen, she didn't hold it against Peacemaker. She was just like, he just did that because he just killed him because he was ordered to. But actually, he killed him out of self-defense because Rick Flag Jr. was trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Which I not seeing the Suicide Squad, I thought Rick Flag Jr. was a bad guy. That's why he killed him, but he wasn't.
Oh, no.
He was actually the so-called good guy.
No, Rick Flag is Junior is a better guy than Senior. Like, he's a better person, I should say, than his dad. His dad don't give a fuck. But that's why people were saying there was continuity issues, and I'm like, y'all didn't watch because they just heard that Rick Flag died in Suicide Squad, but they didn't watch it, and I'm like, this is Senior, even though they don't distinguish that in Superman, but that's Senior, that's not Junior.
And then I could see why, like, because he had a guilty conscience over that. That's why he keeps flashing back to Rick Flag Jr. saying, "Peacemaker, what a joke,
what a joke."
Yeah,
yeah, because he feels shame for it. Because he was he's his father's son. Like, he had a lot of shit with his dad. We used to talk about dads. Like, his dad was a fucking piece of shit. Like, he was a damn Nazi damn near, and brought him up to believe certain things, and even though he got away from that, but he still couldn't deal with. I mean, you saw the first season, like, it was a struggle for him because it was his dad. That's what happens. Like, that's what we was just talking about. Like, it was his dad. I mean, it ain't gonna be nothing that extreme, but maybe some people do feel like that. Like, maybe some people would go that extreme and not care because of how they feel.
Bring something up.
What's that?
What's the lady's name? The black lady's name?
In a bio?
Yeah. Have you noticed she been looking good this season?
I thought she was always pretty.
No, but body, like, I hope it's okay for me to say, but she been maybe she's dressing different, maybe she's lost some weight, but she been like looking like when she been looking good. She been looking good. There's something I noticed. I'm like, okay, looking nice. You ain't noticed that?
Yeah, I always thought she was pretty. Like,
okay. Well, maybe there's a difference in how she's dressing this season to last season.
I don't know.
Because I think, so I feel like some of the clothes are more shapely, more shape-fitting, more showing off her shape, showing off her arms, and, like, showing more. So I was like, oh, okay. Nice. Looking good, nice and beautiful. And like, to give her all her props. What's her real name?
Danielle Brooks. Danielle Brooks. Is it right there? Danielle Brooks.
Okay. This is good.
Yeah. First thing I learned was Orange is the New Black, I think.
Okay.
That's the first thing I remember her being in, is Orange is the New Black. I know she was in a Broadway play with Denzel, The Piano Lesson.
Okay. They made a movie out of that. Put it on Netflix.
It was Denzel and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, and John David. And directed by John David's brother, I think Marcus.
Yeah.
I think Marcus Washington, if I'm correct.
Malcolm Washington.
Correct. Oh, Malcolm.
Yeah, he directed.
I'm glad you looked that up.
Yeah. Samuel Jackson, John David Washington, Ray Fisher, Michael Potts, Erykah Badu. I don't think she was in the movie.
Okay.
Damn, I didn't even know that. Wonder why she wasn't in the movie. Seemed like everybody else was. I don't know. Maybe she had a conflict or something. Or maybe
John David was in the play? Oh, okay. Samuel?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they were all in the play.
Okay.
Yeah. I just found out that they have the Peacemaker comic book series now that bridges the gap between season 1 and season 2.
Okay.
And I was like, that's kind of dope.
Oh, because
Cause there's a lot that's a long time like, between those seasons.
Yeah.
So I think that's dope that they did that.
Maybe they'll uncover more about this as the season goes on, or in this episode. But they talked about Hardcore and Peacemaker, or maybe all of them was on a boat or yacht or something before the season. He's like, and he was like, "Well, what happened?" Or,
Yeah, what happened on the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they talked about any of that in the latest episode. You know, I like your boy. I think he's doing a good job. What's his name? The black dude. He usually plays.
You said you ain't like him.
No, I didn't like him as a character.
Oh, you like?
I didn't
him
like that person
as an actor. Okay.
Yeah, I like him as an actor. Yeah. I like him as an actor. I think he's doing a great job.
Oh yeah,
because he usually plays different roles usually, and I like seeing him. He said he got bird blindness. That shit at me fucking 9. He's like, it's a fucking duck.
He be serious too.
He's serious as hell. Yo, that shit is so fucking funny. He's like, it's
you gonna make fun of a man's disability?
Yeah.
Give me something to watch this weekend when I got time. I gotta help my mom clean her cabinets out.
Clean the cabinet sounds
Kitchen
like
cabinets
fun. Sounds like great time. Great time. This ain't new music besides Michael Jackson?
Man,
nope.
I mean, that's funny because some of it has kind of been new in a way to me. I've been enjoying it like it's new music. Like, even though I've heard some things before, but I'm really enjoying it and fully hearing things and, you know, fully listening to them in a different way, appreciating them and jamming to them, you know, like realizing how good they are. Like, even the, like not even, but the Jackson 5 stuff, like maybe before I looked at it as like kid stuff, but it's not. That's fire stuff. It's fire music. The way Michael Jackson sounded is amazing. Like as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And then also I like his voice when he got older, and I was listening to his albums, his earlier albums, and I found like one song where it seemed like it happened, where he just sounded different, you know?
Yeah, his voice probably changed.
Yeah, like, cause I was watching an old report on the Jackson 5 and the Jacksons, and this lady was saying, the reporter was saying how he seems to have kept his childhood voice, and not really. No, he sounds different.
He had some.
It's still high pitched,
falsetto and stuff, but it's not like it was when he was little.
He sounds different.
Yeah.
But I like both. I like listening to both, but yeah, like far as man, I kind of that's all I want to listen to right now. Like, I can't really think of anything I really dove into other than that past couple weeks. You know, because it's a lot of it. Like I used to think Prince had Mike beat, but no. Like Mike got a lot of music.
Oh, music wise?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, Mike definitely got a lot of music.
It's just
he's
that
been doing it since a kid.
Yeah, it's just that I think he got 10, maybe like something like 10 solo albums. But then there's all the Jackson stuff, all the Jackson 5 stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then like some of the other stuff I don't count. Like I don't count the posthumous ones. The posthumous albums, and there's one called Blood on the Dance Floor. I don't know if that's like an album or that's like it got like remixes on there of stuff. I don't, but other than that, it's like 10. It's like 10 altogether. And I didn't even know about the 4 before Off the Wall, the 4 solo ones.
I don't think I
But
I might have listened to some of that music.
He got at least a hit on every one, even the older ones. He got because there's some songs that I thought was the Jackson 5s, they were actually his. Like Rockin' Robin, I think is his.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah,
and I'll Be There, that's his.
Yeah, that's his.
You know, and then you got Ben, and then you got Music and Me. They're all off different albums too.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because I always thought those songs was like from soundtracks.
Yeah, I think some of them are.
I never realized they were on albums.
Yeah,
like I didn't know he had other albums like that.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and listening to them solo albums, like he do got some. Like I said, he got like at least a hit on each one. But I realized production is a lot. I don't know if they used the Jackson 5 on those solo albums, but there just seems to be a difference between his solo music without Quincy and without the Jacksons to with his solo music with them. Now later on, he had fire without them, but I think they because I know there's Teddy Riley and there's Dark Child, what's his name from New Jersey?
Rodney Jerkins.
But I think his best music, his best production was with Quincy, and then after that, I'd say the Jacksons. You know, and he got fired with, you know, but I think as far as like the most amount of fire is with Quincy and with the Jacksons. Even on the History album, there's a lot of stuff I like, and on Dangerous. There's some things I like, and on which I used to love when that was my first Michael Jackson album, so I used to love the whole thing when I was younger. Yeah, but now there's like a few I still listen to.
Damn.
And then what's the other one? Invincible. There's like 3 songs on there. I like Break of Dawn. You listen to Invincible?
Yeah.
Break of Dawn, that's fire.
Yeah.
Butterflies.
I can't. Yeah, I mean that's
Rock
fire.
My World.
Yeah, that's fire.
And
yeah, I probably heard, like I've listened to them songs like multiple times, like all the hits off of there.
Yeah,
but I can't remember that album.
Yeah,
like, I can't remember that whole album.
Yeah, I went through it. I mean, I did go through it, and then I did listen to the posthumous ones too, because it's like it's some stuff that he, I guess, didn't release, and then they added stuff onto him.
Yeah,
and then what I liked with one of the latest ones they did. Is they had that stuff, but then they put the original stuff.
Oh, okay.
At the end.
That's dope.
Yeah, there's one song that I did like because I like what he was saying. It was called Escape. Song called Escape. I like what he was saying in the song. Like he just want to escape from everything. Like you know, what I mean? You know.
That's wild.
And I was feeling that, like you know, but yeah. So I've listened to. I think everything that's available at this point. I've at least like went through it, gave it a chance. Maybe Blood on the Dance Floor. I kind of like there's an album. I don't know if it's because I never paid a lot of attention to that album because it's like wild. A themed album. Like Blood, it's called Blood on the Dance Floor.
It's like his album.
Yes, while he was alive. It came out I think after History, but I think what it is a bunch of remixes. It's a themed album, like it's like dance music. It's very niche, it seems, you know.
He was doing new shit.
Yeah,
like it ain't like now.
That was crazy.
That's why everybody compares people that dance like that to him.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first person you really saw do that shit.
I like that song. Go on, and this one going back to Indiana. Going back to Indiana. Going back to where I'm from.
Yeah. Well, I've been listening to Joey Badass.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yup.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I like his new album.
He's really good.
His new album's dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be worth a listen because I I never got deep into his stuff before. I heard he got his first album. People talk about it like it was a classic.
Yeah, yeah.
And
always liked it.
I like what he did during the battle, so it would be worth it, checking it out. Like,
and I'm like, what's going on with the singers? I mean, with the singing songs, like he got a couple songs where he's singing.
Okay.
And Like he sound good, just like JID, you know. But it's one song that I really like, and it's called Underwater, and it really like conveys, like it's dope shit. But he's sing. I mean, he's it's funny because he got a song called Underwater and 3 Feet Away, and right next to each other. And 3 Feet Away is like singing, almost singing. The whole album, it's a couple skips, but for me, it's a couple skips. What's it called? Lonely at the Top.
Yeah, albums he have?
I don't know.
Okay.
The album before this, well, the I think it was I'm trying to think if he had an album before this that is not what I'm thinking of, but he had an album a couple years ago that came out that was really dope. Like I'm still listening to that album, but this album, I think that album's doper than this album, but this album's dope. That's not to take away from this.
The rest of it, I'm gonna check out a little more. But I heard, I seen a video today. My friend sent me of Ghostface Killer's son.
Oh, okay.
But if that's how they identify, because
there's a controversy with that, because Ghostface is like kind of disowned him.
I see the resemblance. Like I saw.
I see the resemblance. Yeah, saying you're not gonna be like feel some type of way, or because it's something new. Like you're not like, it's gonna be hard to navigate that, but at the same time, like that's your kid. You know, this was like before COVID. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's something I thought about, and I always think about when I see him or hear his music or see people give him admiration. I always think about that, and it's always in me, like in the back of my mind, like, damn, yo, hey, you gonna feel some type of way probably, especially how you was raised or whatever. Like, but I don't know, you gotta navigate. And I ain't saying it ain't gonna be hard, but that's your kid. Like, figure that shit out.
Yeah, I just recently heard, I was listening to Marlon Wayans on the Breakfast Club, and he was saying he's had moments where he's thought about tossing, a couple moments where he thought about tossing himself off a building. And he said one of the things, he said he lost 65 people. Like 65 people died that he was close to.
Damn.
He said, what? He said, he named his mother. That, but
he got 65 people.
He was like, his mom died, his father passed away, and he said his daughter transitioned. And I was thinking, now some people might take offense to him saying that, but I can understand it affecting him that way. I can understand that's how that it was something for him. It was, you know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it'll be something. Like, you know, anything that's not what you feel the norm, you know what I mean? Like, it's like anything else. It's going to be, and I mean, that might be even more so, because that's like a whole identity change. So it's going to be difficult.
Basically,
like, it's not going to be just like, oh, okay. You know, I mean, maybe some people it's just like, whatever, you know, but I think it would be difficult.
I mean, I guess people handle things differently. I have a friend who's a trans woman, and her mom is so supportive. Like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, and its mother versus father. Like,
true. Yeah.
Like, it's a different.
Yeah.
I was talking about that not too long ago. There's a connection there that's you know, there's a connection to a mother that's not the same connection to a father.
But then you have D.
And that's
Wade.
real. Like, that's real. No.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure he struggled, but he's supportive. Like, he supports his kid through whatever. Matt Johnson does too. Like, Matt Johnson, you know, supports his kid.
And as far as I know, Marlon Wayans supports.
No, Marlon Wayans does too.
Okay.
And that's not saying that, you know, but I'm saying that to say it's not saying you won't struggle with it.
Right.
It's something, you know, something out of the norm, like I said, with quotation marks. And it's a lot of things. It's just like a lot of stuff go through your mind when stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I think about safety all the time, because the people out here, they crazy. You know what I mean? Like and yeah, it's better. It's better today. You know, people always want to be like, oh, it's better. It is better, but it ain't. You know, it's not. It's not where it should be. So you think about a lot as a parent, like that. All that stuff comes into play. So I can imagine that, and I don't see that as being like homophobic or anything.
Yeah, no,
like
yeah.
that's just a normal thing. Like I think that's just a normal, normal reaction.
I think the way you react.
Yeah.
Like if him struggling with it is not necessarily, I think, homophobic.
No,
right?
no. You can't tell somebody how to experience something,
Yeah.
especially depending on how they experienced everything. Like everything plays into it. But how you react, how you try to deal with it, I think that's what makes you the good person.
And I think what you said, like safety, that's a extremely valid concern. I would think as a parent,
Yeah, I mean you concerned with that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have these extra factors that factor into it.
Yeah, and I would think that may heighten it for you.
Yeah, and
if
that's
you
what
know
it is.
if you know things that really happened,
Yeah, and that's real.
like murders, like you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like because someone is trans,
trans or gay or whatever. Like that's wild. I mean, it's the same. And then as a black person, you're like, oh, this is double now. Like you got two things that they can fuck with you for. All that shit. You thinking about all that shit. So I don't expect a parent to just not react at all or not, not struggle with it. But it's cool. I think it's the same thing that Raekwon's album did for me.
Okay.
Like I like Raekwon. Raekwon's my favorite rapper. Like
Wait
that.
a minute now. Thought Nas was your favorite rapper.
No, this is my favorite rapper.
You
I
just
said
said-
Raekwon's my favorite rapper out of Woo.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ain't just say that though.
Oh well, that's what I meant.
Okay.
I said he's my favorite rapper out of
Okay.
Woo. Yeah. Like I like him. He's my favorite rapper out of them.
Okay.
But
Miles Method Man.
yeah, see me as Raekwon, Meth. Well, Raekwon, Ghostface, Meth, Master Killer. And it's funny because I like You God a lot, but I hated his album. His is the only album I didn't like. and I thought it was gonna be dope. I thought it was gonna be dope.
On Triumph. He had that verse.
Oh.
Wait, was it him that had that? No. Somebody on Triumph had a fire verse where they didn't rhyme nothing.
I remember that was the first Woo solo project that didn't hit for me. I was like, damn, they might be getting fucked up. It might be done. Nah, it was just you God. Nah, I'm just playing.
What other albums have you been listening to?
Who else? I'm still rocking the Clips. I started listening to Freddie Gibbs, and I like it now.
Okay.
Most of it.
Okay.
Some of it I still don't like, but I done got into it. JID, of course. I didn't realize JID, you was talking about Michael Jackson having all them albums. He had like 4 albums before he came out.
Okay.
Like, independent releases.
Mhm.
But I didn't realize he been rapping that long.
Mhm.
I mean, I can tell he can rap. I can tell he must have been rapping for a while, but yeah, I ain't realize he been rapping that long because I looked it up and I was looking for his albums. All these albums coming out. I'm like, and he had a group with the Earth Gang, and your boy signed both of them. Like signed him and the Earth Gang, even though he wasn't in that group no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Did you listen to the other albums?
No,
Okay.
no, I haven't listened to any of them.
That's cool when like you discover somebody and
You find the old shit.
You can listen to it.
Yeah. I think it's dope, especially if the music's dope, because then it's
Yeah.
like new.
Mhm.
It's like you got more new music that you can listen to.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I just listen to the JBP so much. They be talking about stuff, and I just know it from
You
them
just hear
talking
it.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I want to shout out this show, Damascus, on Tubi, and a really good show.
What's it called?
Damascus.
Damascus.
Yeah, it's about this guy who goes in
Look it up while you talking.
for therapy, and they have this new treatment where they put this thing on his head, and he.
Oh shit! Wait.
What?
Wait, how you spell it?
I think it's DEMASCUS. And so he can, through this thing, this new technology, he can experience other versions of himself. It's fire. Like, what? So what I read was, I forget what other. It might have been. I forget what other channel had it. Right, developed it, and they, it was shot. This season.
You know what? I want to see this.
Yeah.
Don't tell me anything about. Well, I mean, you can tell me what you're telling me, but
yeah,
don't tell me any details. Yeah, because I seen this. I didn't realize it was on Tubi.
Yeah,
I thought it was on Apple TV for some reason.
Like some other network, like it was shot and everything for that network.
Oh, okay, and they took it. They bought it.
Well, first they decided not to put it out. It was sitting, I guess for financial reasons. And then I guess Tubi got it somehow.
Yeah, they must have bought it. Tubi must have bought it. Yeah, that's why I ain't realized, because I saw the preview and I was like, this don't look like no Tubi movie.
Yeah,
when you just said that, I'm thinking in my head that don't look like no Tubi.
Yeah, no
Tubi series.
Yeah, it was funny
when you said it. I was like,
yeah.
You was like, it's really good. I'm like, Tubi.
Yeah, because that's funny because when I started watching it on Tubi, because I guess my mom be watching. Tubi? My mom be watching, I guess, and she be like, "I didn't know you was into these movies."
No, just this one.
Yeah.
Just this one that is good, not the other one.
Even though I've heard people made millions making movies and putting them on Tubi.
Yeah. Because motherfuckers don't care. Tubi don't give a fuck. I'm about to see how you can put a movie on Tubi.
Yeah.
About to shoot a movie in the basement. Half an hour movie. That's wild.
Yeah. But yeah, that's so I'm hoping they come with a second season. But this was I think from last year. I think it was put out last year.
It's 2023.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if there'll be I hope so, because it's really good. Like,
it probably won't if they cancel it. If they stopped it and they wasn't putting it out, they probably wouldn't. They probably won't do a second season unless somebody sees it and they're like, oh, let me pick this up. And then they kind of gather. I don't know how the contracts are, but they probably got to gather everybody that's in there and be like, we going to try to shoot a second season. Yeah. But it's probably going to have to be somebody, somebody coming in and doing it.
It's really
Tubi
good.
probably just bought it just like as is.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I just want to buy it.
And the lead actor, I think he's from Hamilton. He was in Hamilton.
Oh. I know I saw him. I think you're right.
But I would have to look at his name to see how to spell it.
Terrence Avalcashir? Oh no, that's the creator. Oh, okay. Yeah. This dude? Sorry, man. Yeah, I ain't trying to butcher your name. Yeah. Just know I ain't doing it on purpose. Like, well, I am doing it on purpose.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Funny. But
and this other dude is good too.
He was born
Rose Hart.
He's from Newark.
Too. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, these two guys, they're really. I mean, everybody's good in it. And also Martin. Oh, and then Janet Hubert, she plays the therapist. Martin plays.
I'm trying to see who he played. I remember him in Hamilton.
Martin plays the lead actor's uncle, and he does a great job. Like, it's really good. Like, it's like kind of sci-fi. It's like, but it's really interesting because he goes. There's different versions. Like on one version of himself, like
don't tell me.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Don't tell me.
All right. I'm glad you stopped.
No, because I'm watching it. I'm gonna watch it for real.
Yeah, let me know what you think. I think it's only like, if I'm remembering right, maybe only 6 episodes, but it's really good and thorough. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
That's something. How something good like that was like just shelved. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So what happens? It's mad shit I watched that's like, we ain't getting them second season because I guess whatever, maybe it didn't make the amount of money that they wanted it to make or whatever it was. Whatever the case is, it just like we ain't doing. That's why I halfway like all this new shit. I halfway don't even look at some of it until it has a second season already.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll be like, let me go back and look at it because I don't know. I don't know if it's going to have a second season. That's why I think I like limited series. For one, every limited series I watch is good. So I kind of like that. Like it just tell a story from front to back.
Oh, yeah.
It's in these episodes, like 10 episodes or whatever. I know it's going to end, however. So I kind of like them. Cause Lovecraft Country, you watch that?
No, I've heard about it.
You should watch that. That's really good. But that was kind of, they were thinking about doing a second season, but it ended up just having a one season. But it kind of ended. And I don't know if the creator ever wanted a second season, but it could go to a second season. I know everybody was mad. Watchmen too. Watchmen on HBO. They wanted more, and it did kind of end weird, but that was another one that they were like, we don't know if we're gonna do a second season or not. They said that from the beginning, so I was kind of all right with it, but I wouldn't mind seeing second seasons of either one, Watchmen or Lovecraft Country. That shit was dope. That's something I want to rewatch.
Sometimes clickbait, like it was clickbait. So what happened in the what you call it, the picture? It never even happened when I went to the video.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
It never, and it wasn't even about that, but it got me to watch the video.
Yeah,
and the
that's
video,
clickbait.
and it was kind of like a review because they went through the movie, and it was interesting. So I actually went and watched the movie and enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah.
He was a professor at a college, and then all of a sudden he had cancer and he was going to die. And it just was him, like, you know, just kind of acting out and just doing things, like, because he was about to die,
okay.
you know, like he was doing things that he wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's good. It was funny because it's a movie I never heard of. And I don't even know if I remember the name of it now.
I was about to say, what's the name?
Hold on, let me see. Let me find it.
Johnny Depp.
It is good.
He don't miss a lot.
Oh, it's called The Professor. And guess what? It's on Tubi.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know what? On my Apple TV, it combines everything when it shows the front. That's where I saw Damascus because I got Tubi on there. So it takes all my apps and then it'll show like all the new shit in you know, like a preview of it at the top. That's why I like Apple TV. It's dope. I might get it for down here, but
it's on some other stuff too. But yeah, this first one.
It's probably free on Tubi.
Yeah, free on Plex. There was like Professor Smash's student.
That got you to click.
Yeah.
See, they know you. They was like, you probably the only one they showed that clickbait to.
No,
it probably was a different.
Because under the comments was like very misleading.
Yeah.
Caption.
Yo, that's funny.
But okay, and they showed him smashing somebody, but it wasn't a student. Like, that was funny, man.
Did you see? Oh, go ahead.
No, because I'm about to tell you part of the movie. But if you're gonna watch,
oh yeah, don't tell me.
All right.
Did you see? Did you see that? The glasses I sent you, the new Meta Ray-Ban displays. Yeah, them shits is crazy, man. Think they come out the end of this month. Like they got a display in the thing, and you can't see it. Like you can see it wearing it, but it's clear glasses, and the people looking at you can't see the display.
Wow.
So that shit, and from all the reviews and everybody that got an early look at it, they're like, yo, this shit is amazing. Like they solved all these problems, you know, because it's got the cameras in it still. Because I was just about to buy the glasses with the cameras, do some content, just a little bit, but I don't want to be on my phone all around. You know, I want to enjoy myself, but I just want to click the button and record and then just enjoy myself. So I was like, I'm gonna get them glasses. Then I seen these, but they're $7.99. But I'm like, that's kind of wild because they have everybody that even the people that I watch that are really honest, that I feel are really honest, even them are like, yeah, this is the truth. Like, this is the truth. You can see your text, and they have a strap that goes around your arm, and it feels what your arm's doing, so it knows exactly. And everybody says it's so accurate, like it's wild. Like, it's almost like having it mental, and like all types of people are starting to think up all types of things. And one of the things I never really thought about was like real-time translation for deaf people, but the like subtitles while you're talking to people, like you have subtitles. That shit is crazy, and I'm like, yo, that's wild. Like, you just like a movie, like you just have subtitles at the bottom of you, so you know what they're talking about.
Like
and I say,
the deaf person would.
Yeah, the deaf person would have, like, if they wear them and they have they have the subtitles on, and you can talk to somebody, like, depending, and it's specific use cases. But I just think that's crazy. Like, that's what people are getting to, because they were like, it's so much easier than your phone, and you just like, and you can't even tell, because they said the only other way would be if they had a controller. And they're like, don't nobody walk around with a controller. Like, that's the defeating the purpose. Like, you have a phone, then if you have a controller. But this thing now, you can just be like, and it's voice activated. Everything's voice activated. So you're like, and it has little speakers that fire right into your ears, so you can listen to music too. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And they come with prescription lenses. So you can just have them as your regular glasses, and they connect to your phone. But dude was using WhatsApp, and he said he could never get any app or anything, any device to work with WhatsApp as seamlessly as the glass. And he's like, WhatsApp, message such and such, blah, 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 this. And then the message will come up, and that shit is crazy. Only thing I don't like is this Meta. They stealing all your data. They stealing everything you're looking at, everything you're watching.
I hope it doesn't have any negative effect on the vision.
I doubt it, because it's just regular glass. Like, it just has the screen in there.
Okay.
So, I mean, I doubt those, it might have effect because of, like, maybe you're, I heard a lot of people are nearsighted now because of phones. Like, a lot of kids, because they don't use their vision don't even develop for far. And that's one of the reasons why the old wives' tale, don't sit in front of the TV, you'll go blind. It's not really you'll go blind. It's just that you're never using your length vision, and it's just like any other muscle. You got to train it. So as kids got cell phones younger and younger, they're not training their, so a lot of kids are blind. Like, they're nearsighted. They're not farsighted. They're far blinded. So you can't see far away.
And they know where to fix that? Like, far as they know where they can't train it at a certain point?
I think if you're young enough, you probably can. Because I do know sometimes when kids have lazy eyes, they'll like cover up the eye, or they cover up the good eye, and then it like works up the lazy eye, and then their eyes go straight.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do know they do that with some kids. Yeah. Okay. I think if you're young enough, you could probably train it and get better. But once you get an adult and you develop, like, that's your developing age. That's why you shouldn't use people always like laugh at VR, saying don't use if you're under 13. And how many kids use it? I'm sure a lot. But they're not supposed to use it under 13 because your vision is developing. It's not that it's bad, like the games are bad or whatever. Like, it's just because your division. Fuck am I talking about? Your vision is developing. So, and it's still developing past 13, but that's like development years. So now all these kids with phones during their development years, they just like never looking up, just like this. So they don't ever develop that length, that length vision.
So the Meta is the one who had the Vision Pro, right?
Nah, Apple had the Vision Pro.
Oh,
Meta has the
Oculus.
Yeah, the Oculus. They bought Oculus. It's not Oculus no more. It's
so the glasses are
Meta.
The size of yours?
Yeah, it's Meta
Wow.
Ray-Bans.
Okay.
The side is just a little thicker,
Uh-huh.
but they look like the Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Okay.
But you can get prescription glasses in there. Let me see.
But if you don't wear glasses, like,
Yeah, if you don't wear glasses, just clear glass. You don't have to get, and they don't come with, but that's extra prescription.
okay.
So that's extra. Shoot, you should post truck driving
Yeah,
content.
I was thinking about
because, yeah, if you got them, and you could just drive with them on and just post that shit, motherfuckers, they watch that shit. Like they just be watching it. You can start a truck YouTube channel. Might as well, you driving anyway. That's how I look at it. Like just post that shit. Like, you driving anyway. As long as you ain't got none of the logos of your company or anything in there, like double up. That's what I tell everybody. I'm like, if you have any type of job where you can film stuff and post it, like do that shit. That's double. Like, that's like Brenda's trainer. She's a trainer. So I'm like, set up a camera, get consent from everybody, or just set it up towards you, and while you're training, record it, put it on YouTube, and train in YouTube. Like somebody, mad people watch that shit.
now for her, like, would she have to get permission to post that?
I mean, she had to get permission from the people, but not, that's her.
Oh, okay.
Like, she wouldn't have to get permission from nobody. Think we gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all for joining us on What We Thinking. And
Thank you.
everybody, be safe. Treat each other good. I was about to bite Truman Show. I was about to bite Truman.
What'd he say?
I forget. That's why I ain't biting. Okay. I would have bit him. But all right, y'all. Thanks for watching. We out. Peace.
Peace.